Yes, what's happening, people? And welcome back to Gav Goes In. Got man like Flawless from Sarcasm City TV back on. Big up, bro. How you been, man? You been good?
The blessings, man. I'm all good. Big up for having me. Before I say anything else, much appreciated you. Much appreciated having me back on as well. But yeah, man, all blessed, man. How you keeping? Everything good?
Yeah, man. All good, man. All good. Just trying to get these. We're trying to get the numbers up, man. Trying to put the work in. As I said, man, I'm trying to reach your level of work, man. So, you know what I
We'll
mean.
see what happen, man. You got it
This
there,
guy's
man. It's just
working too hard.
consistent. You got it, man. You got it
Yeah,
there, man. Trust me.
man. I
Your
appreciate it.
audience fucks with you, and that's the main thing.
That's the thing, man. Yeah, as I said, man, from where I started, man, it is growing, but still a
Exactly.
hell of a long way to go, man. So it's just
Oh,
about
facts.
putting that work in, man.
Same here, though. I feel the exact same as
Yeah,
far as I've come along. Still a hell of a long way to go. 100%.
yeah, 100. Big up to the chat, guys. Make sure you keep putting your questions and comments in for both myself and Flawless, and we will definitely get back to you guys. Big
Yeah.
up to Crawley Eagle, big up to Sham as well, each and every
Shout out
time, man,
Sham.
for coming through. And guys, listen, you guys have heard from me about Manchester United. Obviously, I haven't spoken to Flawless in a little bit, but I want to get his take on some of the topics that we're going to discuss because I think you know what it is. I'm a bit deflated with this club, if I'm honest, because I was hoping, that I'd come back from this international break, and the first thing I see on Sky Sports in that yellow writing is Ruben Amorim has been sacked, and I think it's quite obvious that's not happening. So, but yeah, listen, we got 5 games coming up. But first and foremost, man, I want to get your take on the transfer window. I mean, the incomings and outgoings. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think of that window?
I think it was a very good window, in particular the outgoings. Because as
Yeah,
much as I'm critical of Ineos, one thing this ownership has got right is transfer windows. I think
yeah,
incomings and outgoings, I think, have been exceptional, but it gets overlooked, and that's because of them. The reason it gets overlooked is because of how poor they are elsewhere. So when in particular it comes to the manager side of things, when it comes to results, when it comes to performances, you just said there right at the start, you feeling deflated. We're only 3 games into the season, and you're
exactly.
already feeling like it's only game week 12. Game week 3 is just gone, but it feels like it's game week 33. So in
Yeah.
regards to it, window wise, yeah, the outgoings in particular, I think was outstanding because
Mm.
rivals love to change the narrative now, but I remember the conversations before the season ended. Oh, Manchester United are finished. How are you going to get rid of all these bad players? Who's going to buy all these bad players? And we got rid of them all. Granted,
Yeah.
some on loan, but even a loan is still a positive. Like getting rid of Onana, for example. Yes, we would have preferred the sale, but to get rid of him on loan, and they're paying 100% of his wages, I think that's a great deal. Garnacho deal, fantastic. 40 million. We owed Chelsea for that Mount deal, and we got them back. 40 million for Garnacho, who is, let's be honest,
Crazy,
dreadful. And we got 10% of the sell on as well. So when they sell him, because Chelsea are very good at selling players, we get 10% of that. Hoyland deal, I think, was fantastic. To get 6 million, I think it was like £6 million or 6 million euros with a loan fee, and then 40 million if they get
option
into the
to buy.
Champions League.
Is it option or obligation?
It's an obligation to buy.
It's
Like
obligation.
It's mandatory.
Okay,
It's
that's
an
even better.
obligation fee. Phenomenal.
That's even better.
So to get 70 million for those two alone is great. Then we got Rashford off the books with the majority of his wages, Sancho off the books with the majority of his wages, even though it's loan. And I think Rashford will do well out there as well. So outgoing wise, I think excellent. Of course, there would have been more players we wanted to go, but we got rid of the quote unquote bomb squad. So I think outgoings, yes. The incomings was also good. My only criticism of the incomings to the team was it wasn't enough. And Bremo and Cunha, who you've got behind you there, phenomenal deals. When you look at them two from a talent perspective, also the price we signed them at, and also them being in the Premier League, there's no adapting period. You don't have to worry about them settling in not only to a new league, but settling into a new country. You don't have to worry about their family settling into a new country. One's coming from Wolverhampton, one's coming from London to Manchester. It's not that far. It's not really that big of an issue. Too great. And the prices. When you look at us selling 40 million, getting 40 million for Garnacho, Newcastle paid 55 million for Alanga. What was it? 52 million Arsenal played for Madueke. You look at Cunha at 62 million in particular, and how he's clearing them. He's well cleared. Them 3 players are nowhere near him in terms of level. And look at the price we got him. Even in Bremo at 70. Those 3 are nowhere near them, and I couldn't name even more. So, yeah. Sesko, it was underwhelming a little bit, Sesko, and that's not because I don't rate him as a player. I think he's a decent player. Seems to have good fundamentals, but we need players for now. Because what I didn't like is when I was talking to people, because I was against the signing, I was saying buy from within the Premier League. We got linked to Watkins. He was the second choice. Go and get Watkins. Go and get Mateta. The reason why I was saying buy from within the Premier League is for the things I just stated about Mbeumo and Cunha. We have no time for adapting period. We finished 15th. We have no time for players to be adapting. We need players to hit the ground running, and we need players for now. And with Sesko, people was talking about his ceiling and potential and that's already a red flag. Because when a player is a quality player, they're not the first things you mention. They should be an addition. Because what's crazy is when we was linked to Baliba, who is younger than Sesko, who has a higher ceiling than Sesko, general consensus, who's a better player than Sesko, also younger as well. Nobody weren't talking about his ceiling. No one were talking about his potential. No one were talking about his sell-on clause, which is all, in my opinion, way more than Sesko. You know why? Because Baliba's a quality player now. He's of now. We need players for quality now. But with Sesko, we'll see. His manager clearly don't rate him. That's why you've got Mount playing ahead of him. This is why he's not starting the game. He's starting games. We needed a new goalkeeper. Hey, big up Crawley as well. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, appreciate it. I know you lot love the back again pod. Big up. The goalkeeper, what I don't like, I know nothing about him, so I can't criticize him as a goalkeeper. Lament, I know nothing about him, but again, I would have preferred a goalkeeper from within the Premier League. And secondly, why is it you're signing him on the last day? That's alarm bells to me. If you were so sure he's the guy and he's the number one and he's taking us forward, why have you waited to the last day? It's not like he was big money. It's not like he was on big wages. It's not like there was a bidding war for him, and it's not like you had any issue doing a deal with Royal Antwerp. So I look at it and I go, all right, that's a red flag already. Because if you're that sure on him being the number one, you go get him early on in the window. Look at the money we signed him for. That's not affecting any other deal. It's not like it was 60, 70 million and you go, all right, it's taking a chunk out of the budget. It's 21 million, I think it was. He's on, I don't know how much money he's on, but I know he's not on a lot. I know he's signing on fees, not a lot. So I look at it, but yeah, outgoings more than the incomings. I just think we didn't do enough with the incomings considering what happened, because to me there should have been wholesale changes because it was such a disaster of a season. And that's not just the manager, that's also the playing staff as well.
No, listen, I agree, man. I think in terms of the outgoings, I haven't really got a problem with any of them going. I mean, if I'm looking at someone like Anthony, I mean, I would have kept Anthony, but the problem is when you got Mbeumo coming in and you got Ahmad who can play out there as well, I think it was obvious that Anthony did need to move on because he was never going to figure in this team. You know, Garnacho, as we both said before, that's a no-brainer. You know, that guy was a massive problem. And the fact that we got 40 million out of Chelsea, we've robbed them easily, you know, and good riddance, man. Let's hope he fails, man, because that's a player that I just can't stand, you know. And he had I think he had a fan base fooled into thinking, you know, he was some sort of special player. But Højlund again, you know.
Yes, I got to big up Sham because I'm big up you as well. Because ever since I was on here, Sham been on my chat on a regular day.
Yeah.
Ever since I've been on here,
a real one, man.
Sham a real one. So I got to big you up for that, and big up Sham for that as well. Because literally, ever since the first time I was here, Sham's been in my chat on a daily basis.
He's
like no way. When I think daily. Man's there as much as I am. So shout out to Sham and big up you for that. Sorry, go on, Gav, go on.
Nah, big up, man. Big up Sham, man. So yeah, literally, with Højlund, you know, I was when I found out Højlund was going, I thought, you know what? This is one thing I would say in terms of Ruben Amorim. He's doing a good job in that sense, you know, getting rid of some of the players that we all know are a massive problem. So I'm happy with the Højlund going up. Sancho, you know, I'm a fan of Sancho, to be fair, and I think the fact that there was talk about him having his contract renewed, I just got a feeling, you know, he's going to come back. He's going to come back to the club in the summer. You know, I've got a feeling there might be something happening with him and United still. You know, I could be wrong, but I've heard that they want that they want to extend his contract because of the not losing him out on a free.
I think that's what that is. Yeah, they ain't trying to lose.
Yeah, so hopefully he comes back. So I think he is a quality player, but if he does get moved on because of his wages, then fair enough. Who else is there? So Højlund, Sancho. Anthony,
Garnacho,
Garnacho. I
Onana.
think that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, Onana left and Malacia
And,
went out
oh
along
yeah,
as well.
and Anana as well. So
Yeah.
again, for me, yeah, I know a lot of people don't really rate Anana, yeah, but
Mm.
I did think Anana was used as a scapegoat. Of course, Anana hasn't been great, but as we know, he's a black keeper, so he's never going to be given any kind of leeway anyway. You know, you know what I mean. So he was always against the 8 ball, man. So behind the 8 ball. So yeah, listen, he's gone now, so there's no point even debating over him. But I think
Yeah.
he was criminally used as a scapegoat for me. But Lamen's coming in.
Mm.
Yeah, I think it's going to take time for him to adapt, if I'm honest. But then again, he's going to be under the same kind of scrutiny, I believe, as Onana as well. So
That's it. As a goalkeeper, like Onana didn't help himself. Was he the sole reason why Manchester United
yeah,
were bad? No. But his mistakes stand out
yeah,
and it was too regular. And then even when you look at like the Leon game, making
mm,
them 2 mistakes in the first leg was bad enough, but it's him talking. Like, why are you? And then Matic responding and him going back and forth. It's like, yo, you need to relax, man. You need
yeah,
to relax. Like, again, just a complete lack of self-awareness is crazy.
yeah. I think there was something about, didn't he? I think he was a bit shocked that United didn't give him a pay rise or something like that. I was hearing.
No, it's because because we're not in Europe, you get a 25% pay cut. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Was not being in
So not
Champions
just
League. Yeah,
him, it was the entire team. And it's like you contributed to us not being in Europe.
yeah, of course, of
Like,
course.
yo, hold yourself accountable, not solely him, but you played a role. You played a major role. Because if we
Yeah,
were successful, we'd praise you and say you played a major part in the success. Like this, again, that just shows that's not just him, but that's just Manchester United in a nutshell. We've had an awful season. You've performed awfully, absolutely awfully, and then talk about, oh, why is my money going down? Like, come on, man. What's to Lumi? What's the Bruno debate?
yeah. So we had this earlier today.
Go
So
on.
Lumi, put in the chat, man, what you mean by the debate. I forgot what debate it was, but
Let me put up to the comments.
yeah, she'll put that in the thing anyway. But just going back to the transfers. You know what it is with Sesko, yeah? Just like yourself, I didn't want Sesko, and I've made that pretty clear because for me, Mateta, Premier League proven, Johan Visser, the same, and obviously his relationship with Brian Mbuemo as well. And I thought to myself, at least try and get one of them two, or even an Ivan Toney as well. I know he would have been a bit more of a harder signing to get. But the fact that Sesko came in and it meant Højlund going out, I'm looking at this deal now as slightly a bit better. But again, I didn't want him. And what makes me laugh is that the actual fan base was saying they need someone that scores goals, 30 goals a season. And how funny is it that they actually pivot to Sesko, who had 13 Bundesliga goals, and all of a sudden it's acceptable.
You spot on, and Gav, it absolutely baffles my mind that nobody was talking about Sesko. Yeah. Everyone knew that Manchester United needed a striker. You would have been having a conversation here on your platform. I was having a conversation on my platform. Everyone, all Manchester United content creators and people on social media and people in WhatsApp groups and just in general was talking about Manchester United needing a striker because we were all in agreement on that. 110%. Nobody mentioned Sesko. He was linked to Arsenal, so it's not like he was an unknown name. He was linked heavily to Arsenal. I didn't see nobody anywhere go, hey, we should go get Sesko. But then when we get linked to him, it's like, oh, yeah, it's a good. No, it's not. And that's no disrespect to Sesko whatsoever, but he wasn't the guy we needed at this time. Now, he could prove me wrong. And let's say he bags 20, 25 league goals. I don't see it. Bear in mind, you're in a league where your numbers don't even match up in that league. Like, so I look at it and I go, all right. And then when I talk to people about him who quote unquote rate the signing, and I put rate the signing in quotation marks, it's like I mentioned at the start, it's his potential, his ceiling, what he's going to be in 2027, what he's going to be in 2028, what he's going to be in 2029. How about 2025? What's he going to be now? Like, that's what I don't understand with people like, Watkins will be 31 in a couple years. Why will he be washed? I don't get that. Why is a player going to get to 30, 31, 32 and all of a sudden is washed, but Sesko is going to get to 24, 25, 26 and be exception? I don't get that. They said that with Mateta. Mateta is going to be 30, 31, 32 in 3-4 years. So how do we know he doesn't get better? That's why I don't understand this thing of age. Like, oh, once you hit mid-20s, you're definitely gonna improve, and once you hit 30s, you're on the downslide. But again, it's people copium, hope. That's what it is.
But the thing is, bro, you know, the thing is as well, yeah. Like, I'm gonna keep it real, yeah. You know what it is now, yeah. Let's just call it what it is, yeah. And I've kind of alluded to this for time, yeah. These fans, as I said, had the cheek to say we need Gyökeres because he scores 30 goals.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Gyökeres goes to Arsenal, and now Sesko's the answer. So I'm looking at Mateta, I'm looking at Visser, I'm looking at Ollie Watkins, I'm looking at Ivan Toney. What's the common denominator of all four of them strikers? They're all black. Yeah? And then we go for a guy that scored 13 Bundesliga goals, and you can't tell me that's coincidence.
But here's where I flip it though. Even if we went and got, I'm trying to think, a black striker from who had the exact same numbers as Sesko, people will back it. I don't think it's a black or white thing, even though it does play a part at times. I think it's just a Manchester United signing thing. I think we could have signed any striker, and they would have. We could have signed. Wait, Openda is his teammate, right? I think I'll have to double check. I think he's got. He's gone
to Juventus.
He's gone to. So let's say we would have signed Openda. I think it would have been this. United fans are never against any signing.
Yeah,
think about it. It doesn't matter. United fans back Mount.
Whoa, yeah, exactly.
And there was nothing to suggest so like that's where it is. So I think with Sesko, I think it's just because the club signed him. Because when he was going Arsenal, he was terrible. And now he's coming Manchester United. It's about ceilings and potential and what he's going to do. Bear in mind, I think he does decent here. I don't think he does anything under this manager because, as you can clearly see, Amorim did not want him. Because there's no way, if we would have signed Gyökeres, he's starting against Arsenal. He's starting against Fulham. He's starting against Burnley. No question about it. When man are getting minutes up, and it's not even like there's a striker in front of you. That's the crazy part. Is Mount. It's not even like there's a top class number 9, and you go, all right, you know what? There's he's in front of Sesko. And now we playing one game a week till January, but hey.
But yeah, but this is the thing. Like I'm just baffled with that signing. But I think the best thing is for me is that the fact that Højlund's gone and he's there, it's not so much of an issue for me now. But the problem is how is he going to get into the team? And do you know what? Just going on to this question from what Lumi said. Obviously, I had M&L Edits, who's someone new onto the channel. So he was saying Bruno Fernandes is our best player. And then I'm asking him, you know, what's his why do you think he's good? And he says the generic stuff, the passing, the goals, etc. Again, I've had my say on Bruno because I just don't rate Bruno. M&L, if you're in the chat, then put your comments in. But I'm gonna let Flawless handle this one because I've done this earlier. So, bro, give me your judgment on Bruno Fernandes so we can put this to bed.
I'll flip it in regards to it. Let's say, for argument's sake, M&L and people who believe that are right, and Bruno is our best player. When Bruno's your best player, that's why you have the seasons we have. This is why 3 of our last 4 seasons have been the worst ever in the Premier League. This is why we had our worst ever season. When he's your bar, you are going to fall short. You are going nowhere. Do I personally think he's our best player? For argument's sake, no. And I think this manager has also added to Bruno even playing worse because he's not a central midfielder. One thing I will credit Bruno for is he's a final third player. Goals, assists, final actions, that's him. Pick up the ball, take a shot from 25 yards, score. And he's a volume passer, so he'll keep trying things and keep trying things and keep trying things and keep trying things. And eventually it'll come off. 100%. I think if you put me out there and you give me a free roll and you say, hey, this game, every time the man Amorim says to me, yo, Flawless, every time you get the ball, attempt to play a through ball no matter where you are on the pitch. And if I do that 30 times in a game, I'm going to get an assist. Volume, and he does that every single game. But yeah, he's a final action player, and the managers moved him further away from the goal, so that's why his goals and assists have dried up. If you look at it, last season his goals and assists dried up a hell of a lot, and then you're playing him in central midfield, which he's not. He doesn't have the technical ability. He's not disciplined enough to play in a pivot whatsoever, and this is why you see him costing us goals. Smith Rowe running off him for the Fulham equalizer. People will blame Bayern solely for the Arsenal one, but it's not solely on him. The reason why we conceded the corner was because of Bruno.
He playing Euro a hospital pass, isn't it?
Yes. The reason why he played him a hospital pass, though, Gav, is because of the poor first touch. If he takes a better first touch, he doesn't have to rush it. But he plays a first, he has a poor first touch, and it were even difficult to control. He then panics because all he had to do, even with the poor first touch, is clear it. He then panics. So then he plays a hospital pass to Euro, and then Euro ends up conceding the corner. So, like, that's where it is. But yeah, with Bruno being your best player, the reason why we are struggling is because that is the bar.
Yep.
If that level of player is your best player, you are going nowhere. This is why we finished 15th. This is why we failed to win back-to-back games. This is why this is why the manager has a 25% success rate. It's not solely on him, people. People always say, oh, it's all on him. No, it's a team game. But at the end of the day, you are the club captain. You are the leader. So therefore, I'm holding you to a higher standard and more accountable than others because you're a senior player. You're on the most money. Like I said, club captain. You're supposed to be the leader stand. And that's the crazy thing about this. I was having this discussion. It's with the next manager. I don't want him to get an unhealthy attachment, not just to Bruno, but to these bad players, because people love to throw out, and it's stopped now, which is crazy. Oh, this is the same group of players who got
this manager sacked.
And when you look at it, it's not. But you know who's a common denominator?
Bruno Fernandes.
Exactly. See who's a common denominator with Oli. See who's a common denominator with Ten Hag. See who's a common denominator with Amorim. So I'm saying to the next manager, why would you come in and back this guy? This guy's been the leader for others, been the lieutenant, and you've lost all these wars to the point these managers have lost their job, and you're gonna come in and do the same thing. All right, and Amorim's done that, so you're gonna die with him. I think gonna cost you your job and still be here. So I just hope the next manager doesn't do that.
Boy, I couldn't have said it any better, my guy, because this Bruno Fernandes, I'm fed up of just talking about him. The fact that he's still at the club and people are still giving him excuses, it's draining. And you know what makes me laugh as well, The amount of people that actually think Bruno Fernandes is a number 10. He's never been a number 10. There's a reason why he wears number 8. There's a reason he has number 8 tattooed on his arm. It's because he's a box-to-box in a 4-3-3, number 8. But people seem to think he's a number 10. And when I'm thinking of number 10s, I'm thinking of players like Ronaldinho, Zidane, Pablo Aimar, Juan Roman Riquelme, Bergkamp, Di Canio, Carboni. You know what I mean? There's loads.
That's a throwback. Jeez.
That's what I'm saying. And he's nowhere near these guys. Totti. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's nowhere near these. But what he is, though, Gav, is the 10 you're talking, because all them 10s we were talking about, like when we growing up, because we similar ages in the era, they was the only type of 10, was your creative 10. You get the ball on the half turn, behind the opposition's defense. No, sorry, in front of the opposition's defense, and behind the opposition's midfield, and would be creating and free rolling. There is now a different type of 10 in the game where you get your box crashing 10s. That's what Bruno is. He's a final third box crashing 10. Bellingham's like that. When Bellingham plays in the 10, Bellingham doesn't play. He's not a Zidane type. He's not a Totti like you mentioned. No, he's going to box crash. He's a 10 that's less likely to create for others and more likely to, hey, you create for me and I'll score. Shoot first 10s. Even though Bruno gets assists, Bruno's a shoot first player. He's not a pass first player. The 10s you're talking about, they're pass first. They're going to create. And this isn't a criticism of him, people here. I'm just talking about the profile and what he is. And it's like a new thing. Because Bruno gets the ball and shoots. Bruno's not looking for his 9. He's not looking for his wingers. He's not looking for his fullbacks. Doesn't mean you can't get assists, but you have midfielders, attacking midfielders who are shoot first. You get some who are pass first. That doesn't mean the pass first midfielders don't score goals. That doesn't mean the shoot first don't get assists. But there's levels to that. Like I'm sure Bellingham has assists, or Bellingham shoot first. Whereas you get fans like use Grealish, for example. Grealish is a pass first. That's what that is. He's looking to create for others. So I think that's what it is.
I think Bruno and Bellingham are probably the only two that I can remember that I can look at now that are probably your box crasher midfielders in that mode. Because I can't think of anyone else really.
I'm trying to think. Nah, not really. Because it's like I said, it's more of a new thing. Yeah. Like Bruno and Bellingham is new because like we seen Bellingham, at Madrid like play false 9 like when they won the Champions League, and that's his game. Because like you mentioned, it doesn't really make a difference because Bellingham played as an 8 at Dortmund. It doesn't really make a difference if it's 8 or 10 because you're doing the same thing. It's just that 8, you might have some more defensive responsibilities, but you're still doing the same thing going forward. They get in the box crash. So that's what it is. But yeah, with Bruno, it's like if he's your best player, yes. All right, he's our best player, and this is why we are where we are. This is why we
MNL,
can
man.
have.
I hope you've heard that, man. That answers the question because
Yeah.
I was banging my head earlier today, man. Just yeah. If you think Bruno Fernandes is our best player, there you go, man. Flawless has just said it, man. Is there any
Yeah,
surprise why we're
if,
languishing in
yeah,
15th
if he
place?
is, then let's hold him accountable. Then if he
There
is,
you go. There you
don't
go.
blame everyone else. You're the best player. Lead. You're not the only player that's in a quote unquote bad team.
There you go. Big up to
Lead.
Chris and Mark, man. Says Benito Carboni. Yeah, listen, man. Ex Sheffield Wednesday, ex Bradford. What a player he was. You know what I mean? And as I said, man, if you guys didn't see Benito Carboni, and then people have to cheat to try and tell me about Bruno Fernandes, yeah, let's move on from that one, man. But you know what? Yeah, sorry, just sticking on to Bruno before I forget this actually, because if you actually check this as well, yeah, the reason why Bruno's a massive problem for Man United is because this manager, as we know, is hell bent on playing him. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, in this system, the 3-4-2-1, you know, you cannot play Kobe Mainu and Bruno together because Kobe's better as a 10 in this system for one, and that's I think the combination of Bruno and Kobe for me is too attacking in that in this system. You know, if you're playing a 4-3-3, you can have one defensive midfielder or deep line playmaker and have two box to box or advance. So that would work, yeah. But in this system where Bruno's going to play, you can't have him and Kobe, which means you're now having to choose between Casemiro and Ugarte. Now, the problem that Bruno creates here, although we know he's ill-disciplined and he's been shoehorned into this team, you've now got to choose between having an academy product on the bench who had the world at his feet when he was playing for England in the Euros. Then you've got 350 grand Casemiro and 60 million Ugarte. So those three players are battling for one spot amongst Bruno Fernandes. Now, if you play Bruno Fernandes in the 10, yeah, you've now got 60 million number 7 on his back, 250 Mount on the bench. You've got Sesko, who costs 60 mil on the bench. And you've got Joshua Zirkzee, who's arguably our best attacker, on the bench because he's not going to drop Mbeumo or Cunha. So this is the problem that people are not realizing, yeah? Bruno Fernandes is impacting about 6 players just by him being in the team. Because if he plays in the 10, Sesko and Zirkzee are not playing and Mount are not playing. If he plays in midfield, it's going to be either Casemiro, Ugarte next to him and not Kobe. So these are the problems that this player, who's meant to be the best player, that people are saying, this is the problem he's creating for the team. See what I mean?
Trust me, like you, and then adding on top of everything you just said there, the manager don't help with that either, because they shouldn't really be problems. Because even playing this system, even if you really want to play Bruno, and I defend him a bit, it should look better. Because I think, what's the word I'm looking for? When people talk about, oh, the formation don't work. No, the formation is fine. The way that we execute the formation is the problem, because Glasner plays the exact same system as us. People say, oh, 2 in midfield can't work. So how come it works for Glasner then? People will talk about Wharton. Cool. I do believe he's overrated, but I think he's a good player. But take Wharton out of it, their system still functions. They have Will Hughes, Jefferson Lerma in there. If we had Will Hughes and Jefferson Lerma, myself, Dav, the rest of the Manchester United fan base would be talking about we need better. So if he can make Lerma and Will Hughes work, why can't he make Casemiro and Maino work, for example?
I'll tell you why. Because it's coaching. That's why.
Because coaching matters, Gavs. And that's my problem. Coaching matters, because I think right now, if you said to Glasgow, all right, this is not going to get out, you can have either Will Hughes and Jefferson Lerma or Casemiro and Maino. Which duo are you taking? And I think he's taking Casemiro and Maino, because I think he can make it work. And to further back up my point, in a different formation, when Van Nistelrooy took over in the interim period, our midfield looked fine. Yeah. It wasn't the greatest, but it was a functioning midfield. He played Casemiro next to Ugarte with Bruno in the 10. Bear in mind, there was no Mbeumo, there was no Cunha. Man was still playing Garnacho, who's terrible. Still playing Rashford, who's terrible. Still playing Højlund, who's terrible, but got results and performances, because coaching matters. And I say this all the time, any formation, any system can work in the Premier League. Of course, you need players to do that, but it's how you execute it as well. And that's where it is with this manager. It's like he doesn't help these players. We could play a back 3 and be much better, because I think our team is as much as I don't rate these players, the players are much better than they're showing. Our squad is much better. Our 11 is much better. But
This team as well is a 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 team. You know, because the fact that we have to watch Amad Diallo as a wing back just tells you all you need to know. Because the funny thing is that he's playing Mbuemo as well, yeah, as a right 10. Mbuemo's never been a 10. And the thing is, people might look at the way that the positions that Mbuemo takes up, they might actually think that he's playing as a right winger. But this system, the width is coming from the wing backs. So Mbuemo is playing as a right 10 and Amad is playing as the wing back, which means that both of them really should be in the opposite positions because Amad's a 10 and Mbuemo's a winger. So even that, yeah, they've got both of them players in opposite positions. You know what I mean? So
I even with that as well, I think Mbeumo's good enough to play as a 10. I think Ahmad's good enough to play with as a wing back, and this is why this manager's a criminal. Your wing back is supposed to be a winger.
Yeah.
If you are playing an attacking back three, your wing back is supposed to be a winger. So Mbeumo should be operating in the 10 role and in a free role, which I think he's good enough to do. And Ahmad should be a winger. He should be high up the pitch because when we look at wing backs in other formations that have been successful and you think attacking, that's what it was. It was attacking. You get forward, you're supposed, that's why it's wing back. That's why it's not full back. And you're supposed to be dominating the ball and he's not supposed to be doing that much defending. You know why? Because you have a back three to cover for that. You also have
but you know what it is, yeah? The problem is now, I hear what you're saying, but we shouldn't be seeing Ahmad in this position in the first place. This is why this manager has to go. Because the fact that we're seeing Ahmad play as a wing back is wrong. And I think there was a quote the other day from Sunderland's ex-manager, Tony Mowbray.
Yeah.
And I think he said Ahmad with the ball at his feet is a genius. And even he said, you know, it seems like he's being forced to play as a wing back in that system. And he's right. You know what I mean?
I think in regards to that, it's like, yeah, he is. But I think the manager's like, it's not ideal, no, but he should be playing as a winger. When I say he should be playing as a winger, I mean, even in this role, he should be that high up the pitch. We don't see him as a fullback.
Yeah.
It's like, right, Ahmad's over there with, this guy is based, because when it was Quenda and I can't remember who the other wing back was at Sporting, they didn't play like that. There was no talks of them. Quenda was playing as, he was basically a winger. There's but we are just too defensive with it. We are too rigid. We don't retain the ball well. We don't sustain attacks well. Ahmad should be receiving the ball in that area so many times where it's not really an issue like that. Because I say this all the time. Would I prefer him not to play wing back? Yes. But in the system, it's like, all right, cool, but get him on the ball and up the pitch. It should work, but it doesn't because of this manager. So,
yeah. I agree. Big up to Crawley Eagle, man. Just seen your message. So, Gav, did Rooney score when you played against him? Oh, yeah. So obviously, those of you that didn't know, obviously, when I was like 14, I played against Rooney when I was like...
Shit, love that.
Yeah. So I was at Chelsea, and I was at Chelsea and Tottenham. Okay. And at the time I was at Chelsea, we played a tournament in an area called... in Stoke, Kiel University, we played. And all the best teams in the country went there. And I never forget this year. I remember some of the other teams. There was a team called Derby County that was there. And one of the players there kept saying about Wayne this, Wayne that. And at the time, I ain't got a clue who Wayne is.
You know, he was.
And then we actually had Everton in our group. And I'm telling you this now, there's levels to football, man. It was obviously Wayne Rooney turned out to be, yeah. And at 14 years of age, he was illegal. It was, I remember I went to bar gym, I went flying. Like, it was just ridiculous, man. But technically, he was just superior to everyone on the pitch, man. And that's really battered us. But so yeah, man, to answer your question, man, yeah, I think he scored a couple. So, but yeah, he was different level, man. Different level. I'm telling you. Yeah, he was mad. But let's move on anyway. Manchester derby. As we said, man, he's got 5 games until for me. These 5 games, I expect 8 points. Obviously, starting off with City.
So that's City, Chelsea, Brentford, Sunderland, Liverpool.
Brentford, Sunderland, and Liverpool, yeah.
You expect 8 points. So that's...
I think 8 points, 2 wins, 2 draws.
2 draws. Whoo! Jeez. Yeah. All right, Gav.
What do you think? Yeah. What do you think? Too much?
Too much for him? Yeah, too much for him. That's what I understand. What you're saying makes sense. Yes, in regards to your expectations, but I'm saying too much for him.
Yeah.
I don't.
The thing is, people were telling me 6 points should be enough.
That being said,
because I'm thinking Brentford and Sunderland, yeah.
I actually think he wins those two. I'm not gonna lie. So I see
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
I actually do think he wins those. Chelsea could be a draw, so that's 7. You never know with City. Never know with Liverpool. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, you spot on pretty much. I hear it.
Yeah, I think 8 points is fair. You know, I think, and obviously it depends on him beating Sunderland and Brentford,
which won't be easy, by the way. The performances are going to be awful regardless, but we'll see if he gets the results. We'll see.
I mean, he needs 8 points. For me, how many points do I see him getting? 4.
Well, you even got to be in Sunderland and Brentford. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. This manager's got it all to do, and this is why I'm quite excited, because it's one of them things where we're gonna really see what Ineos are on. Because if I'm saying 8 points and he's not gonna get 8 points, which I think is doable, they have to pull the plug. I'm sorry, they have to.
They have to. Will they? I don't know, because he shouldn't even be here now if we're being really real. That's what irks me so much about this. Me and you should not even be having a conversation about this manager. There's no way he should be in charge now.
Yeah.
No way he should be in charge now. It's criminal that he's in charge. Nowhere else could you have a 25% success rate and keep your job. Nowhere else could you do that. At the highest level, mid-tier, minimum wage, there's nowhere, people. To everyone in the chat, if you're a boss, think about it. For those that have employees, imagine your employee has a 25% success rate over 6 months. And to those see how Gav's laughing, and to anyone who works for anybody who has a boss, next time you go ask your boss, hey, what would happen if I had a 25% success rate over 6 months?
You're gone.
Ask him. Boy, this guy's at Manchester United and keeps his job.
And the thing is, it was even worse than that. He had 23.5% before the actual Burnley game.
Before the Burnley game, going out to Grimsby Town. 4th tier Grimsby Town. Granted, I put the majority of the blame on the players, because them players should be able to get past Grimsby, because no disrespect to Grimsby, they're a League 2 side. However, you have to hold management accountable with everything else that's going on. 4th tier side. And we go out like that. And deservedly so. We can't even say we was unlucky. We deserve to go out. I have zero complaints about that from the balance of play. And yet he's still in it's criminal that he's still in charge. Criminal.
Things as well, when he's so hell-bent on his philosophy in how he sees football, he still had the cheek to play 5 at the back. You know,
still
it's
play
criminal.
5 at the back. And if you're going to play 5 at the back, go attack him. You know what I'm saying? Play 2, get some youth wingers, play that Diego Leon one side, play Ahmad the other, go with attackers. Why are you playing a full strength side or too many, switch it up? But panicking, it's dreadful, man.
And the thing is as well, you see this manager, he's the biggest liar I've seen, Hear what he said to us, He said Kobe is battling with Bruno for a position in this team, in training. So he starts Kobe Manu, and people are saying Kobe was given a chance against Grimsby to stake a claim, Kobe was always playing that game because it was Grimsby Town. Bruno was never playing that game. So he plays Kobe, he plays Ugarte in midfield, They get him beat 2-0. What does he do as a coward, He brings on Bruno Fernandes, not for Kobe, but for Ugarte. And even though Ugarte is shit, you told us that Kobe is battling with Bruno for position. Now, the problem I had with him bringing on Bruno and Kobe and playing him in the same midfield, we know full well, if that was against Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, he's not doing that. He only done that against Grimsby. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. This manager just lies, because the thing with him, just if he just tells us, look, he don't rate Kobe, we would all understand that.
But we know. The thing is, we know he doesn't, Gav. Because if he did, he'd pick him. We know he don't rate Maino. People can say, he does. No, the club block that. Because if he rated Maino, he playing. Bear in mind, this is a side that is struggling. Bear in mind, on top of that, this is a side that is struggling offensively. Well, we struggle all over, but we struggle going forward. And you have an attacking player and don't play him. He don't rate him. Clear as day, man.
Yeah.
Clear as day. That's like your one of your brothers say, "Oh, I don't like such and such. I don't like her," but man's always with her. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? And you laughing because you know the don that I'm thinking of. I don't even know him, but there's one of your dons in the past who said that I don't like such and such. And every time you ring him or you see him, he's with her. Yo, I thought you don't like her. Nah, I don't, man. See, that's why you laugh.
He just telling us lies.
Just telling us lies. You don't rate Mano. Same way he don't rate Sesko. I know that because you can say whatever you want, but your lineups determine that. And the fact that you don't play Mano shows you don't. You don't play Mano, you don't play Xerxes, and you don't play Sesko. So this is really not a surprise. And to Limmy Rain, exactly, you're a barber. Imagine you only did good haircuts 25% of the time. You're out of business. You know what I'm saying? You're out of business. 1 in 4. 1 in 4 of your haircuts is good. People ain't coming back. What are we doing? Think about that, yo. Imagine, Gav, you go to your barber and only 1 in 4 of his haircuts are good. You ain't going back. Man only has to mess up twice, and you're like, all right.
It depends. It depends how desperate you are. To be fair, man, you know what I mean.
You might be that desperate, but if 1 in 4, imagine that your regular barber, and it's because he's the permanent manager. It's like 1 in 4. All right, okay, all right, sure.
Yeah, it's madness.
People still back it. People still back it.
I don't know, man. Just get this guy at the club, man. I've had enough of him already, man. Just speaking about him gets on my nerves. But yeah, listen. What do you think of this Manchester derby anyway? I mean, what do you think the lineup's going to be and the result?
Result, I actually think we get a draw. The injuries seem to be mounting up for Manchester City. Also, as well, the way we play and the way we play and hitting them on a counter attack suits us. The way they play, they want to dominate the ball, get on it, and we can hit them on the break. Do I have much faith in that? No. But yeah, draw all over it. Lineup, Lemens, I think, will play. Probably Euro.
You think he starts?
Yeah, I think he starts. I don't
think he starts. You know, I'm saying that because is he going to be brave enough yet to bring him into a Manchester derby?
You got a point. Don't get misunderstood.
No Premier League experience.
When we first signed him, the reports had come out and stated that he wasn't necessarily number 1. But with Onana going as well, I think he will start him. But don't get misunderstood, Gav. I don't put anything past his manager making foolish decisions. If he don't start him, every mistake that Bayern makes, I'm not blaming Bayern, I'm blaming the manager. And from there on out, if Bayern makes 2 howlers, 3 howlers, has a horrendous game in the city, I'm not blaming Bayern. I'm not, because we know his level. The manager, you have a goalkeeper you signed. So play him. Even if people can say, oh, it's a Manchester derby, that much pressure. Welcome to Manchester United, my friend. You are under pressure 25-8 as it is anyway, on the pitch and off the pitch. Is it ideal? No. But then again, it is ideal because I want to see how good you are. Let's throw you into the Lions then. City away, Manchester derby, where the manager's under pressure, the team isn't really full of confidence. Let's see how good you are. Like people talk about that, the weight of the badge. Yes, if he makes let's say he starts Lemens and he makes a terrible mistake in the game and then never comes back for it, you weren't fit for Manchester United because you're going to make mistakes. Even our best goalkeepers ever made mistakes, but 2 things they did was 1, limit the mistakes, and 2, bounce back for them. De Gea had a tough start when he first got here. Turned out to be one of the best goalkeepers we've ever seen in the Premier League. Van der Sar,
he was getting bullied all over the place. You know what I mean?
Crosses, and stuff. And then he turned it around. Granted, Van der Sar very few mistakes. I think it was like 1 or 2. Schmeichel made mistakes. As great as a goalkeeper Schmeichel made mistakes. But like I said, limited them. Number 1, they were few and far between, and 2, bounced back for them. So it's like with it, But I think Lemens will start. It'll probably be De Ligt, Euro, sure. Then that'll be the back 3.
Yeah.
Does he play?
Is Dallo is he injured or is he?
Is Dallo injured?
I think because he come back from international break early, didn't he? But I think that might have been a precaution.
If Dallo's fit, he starts. He'll probably.
I think he plays Dallo and Dorgu. You know, I don't think Ahmad starts.
I think he go.
You think he might go Dallo and Ahmad?
I think he goes Dallo and Ahmad. You know, I think he plays Dallo left wing back and goes Ahmad right wing back.
The reason I'm saying that because remember Dorgu didn't start against Burnley. So is he going to drop Dorgu for 2 games straight?
Yeah, you don't mind. Yeah. Even though he shouldn't. It should be Dorgu and Ahmad. That should be the 2.
Yeah.
To get in that City. But I think he goes Dalot, Ahmad. He'll go Casemiro, Bruno.
Yeah.
And Bremo will definitely play. Cunha if he's fit. Mount if he's fit. That'd be the 3.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Because what I said, I said if Mount's not fit, Then he'll play Bruno in the 10. Ugarte will come in with Casemiro, I think, for a bit more defensive solidity. And then again, if Cunha's not fit, he'll start Sesko.
You reckon he starts Sesko? I don't see him. I think he'll
only if Cunha's not fit.
Yeah, if Cunha's not fit, I think he'll start Sesko ahead of him. And not Sesko. I think they'll start Xerxes ahead of Sesko.
You reckon?
If Cunha's not fit. Yeah. He's not a fan.
Me personally, I'll start Xerxes anyway, but I just don't know if this. I'm just saying, I don't think Xerxes starts. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Xerxes ahead of Sesko in the pecking order for the manager.
You think so? Yeah.
Because he's not with Sesko. He's not started him. I think Xerxes not get off the bench in front of him in both games?
So Xerxes come on against Burnley, didn't he?
Xerxes did get on let me double check this. We had to even check this. But yeah, Xerxes did. But if I remember the Arsenal game, did Xerxes not come on in front of him? We'll double check now. I think he. I swear
Xerxes didn't come on against Arsenal. It was Sesko.
Oh, did he not? It was Sesko.
Yeah, Sesko coming against Arsenal. Yeah,
I'm correct.
And then the Fulham game, he didn't bring Sesko. He didn't bring Xerxes or Kobe Manu off.
Yeah, so they both got on against Burnley. But let's see. I'm trying to check who was on before. I could be wrong here. So maybe you're right still. Yeah, have a look. Just having a look. That's it. When did Xerxes go on? Remain off amount. I'm just looking at the Burnley game.
Because Sesko come on for Cunha.
Yeah. Xerxes came on for Cunha. All right, so Xerxes came on early. So when Cunha went off, Xerxes came on in the 31st minute. Sesko
so he come on later than Sesko, yeah?
Yeah. Sesko came on later than him. Okay. Yeah. Came on later than him. So it's gonna be interesting to see. And someone asked me in the chat about the league. Yeah, I think Liverpool got the league. I'm not gonna lie. As much as it pains me to admit, I think they got the league.
You reckon, yeah?
Yeah, I think they got the league. Unfortunately.
I'm still gonna say I think it's clear to say that Liverpool are favourites, but I just got a feeling that City are gonna. I don't know why, but I think City might get it together and run them close.
City are second, in my opinion. I got City second. Yeah, I got City second.
I ain't never gonna talk about Arsenal, man. Them guys are not serious. I got a friend now, yeah. He said to me, and with a straight face, you know, he went to me, if Arsenal finish outside the top two, he'll keep Arteta because he look at that as a blip.
First, man. Hey, you know what? We need Arsenal fans like that, man. I'm with it. Whoever your brethren is who said that, I stand with him, man. 100%. Keep Arteta, man.
I'm questioning our friendship, man, with that nonsense, to be honest with you.
10-year deal, man. Hey, you gotta let him live in hope, man. You gotta let him live in hope. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Big up to him. Hey, I hope more Arsenal fans think the same way. I'm with that.
Yeah, that's what he said, man. But yeah, I just think, I think City, Liverpool are definitely the two. Chelsea, I think Chelsea are probably in contention for third, but again, they might.
Yeah, that's the top four. I think the top four is the top four. It's just a question of where. That the top four is going to be the same. I think they're a cut above everybody else. But Arsenal ain't got it, and mainly because of the manager. Arsenal's team is good enough to win the league.
You think?
The team and squad is there. The team and squad is there, yes. I don't think it's a team or squad thing. It's the manager.
Yeah.
It's the man. When you look at it, what do they actually lack?
I think look at their back five when everyone's fit. Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel.
The midfield's
it's a decent defense, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good defense. All right, the midfield's not the best, but I think it can function well enough. And you have enough in attack. You have Gyökeres, you have Eze, you have Odegaard, you have Saka, you have Wanyeri, you have Dalman. How much more attacking players do you need? Yeah. All right, Martinelli's no good, but you have Madueke who can function. Like
Trossard as well.
Trossard as well. These are functioning players because last season, no one looked at Liverpool and went, "Oh, that's a side that can win the league." But coaching, no one looked at McAllister and Gravenberch and said, "Yeah, that's a title-winning pivot." As much as I don't think like Rice is good, yes. Zubimendi decent, yes. Norgard solid Premier League player, but I think it's enough. Like if they had a serious manager, I'd genuinely be like, "Oh, they could do something." But as long as Arteta's there, they ain't winning no Premier League.
I agree, man. I agree. I don't think he's the guy, man. And to be honest, what is his 7th season? And
I think it's 6 seasons or something like that.
Yeah, and he won one trophy with Unai Emery's team. Yeah, I think it's To be fair, there's still fans that still stick by him. You know what I mean? I can't really understand it, but
I don't get
yeah,
it either.
as long as they keep doing that, man, they're gonna keep disappointing. You know?
Yeah, but let them stick by him. You know what I'm saying? 5
Yeah,
years in, 6 years in, or whatever it's been. It's like, all right, you lot keep sticking by him, man, and
yeah.
keep dying the same way managers love to come here and die on the Bruno Hill. Arsenal fans like dying on the Arteta Hill, even though all the evidence says something different. All the evidence says something different. But you gonna keep believing and keep hoping. All right, first.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. But yeah, no, listen, I think they're definitely gonna be up there. Because I've got them finishing. I had them fifth, but I've got them finishing fourth. Because I
Who
think
did you have
Chelsea,
fifth?
City, and Liverpool. Yeah, I think they're gonna be ahead of them in the league. Newcastle was the other team, but I'm not sure what Newcastle are gonna do this season. To be fair,
I've
but
got Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Chelsea. I think that would be the four.
okay,
That's my four.
What in that order?
In that order, yeah. I think Liverpool
Yeah.
are caught, but with the Isak signing, I think they've got too much.
You
I think
think?
the manager's good enough, and I think the Isak signing takes them over the top. With Isak, with Salah, they expect Verts to get it together. They got Ekatike, you got Gakpo. Their midfield, all right, isn't the best in terms of depth. Good defense though. With you got Van Dijk, you got Kanate. We'll find out about Leone, Alisson. We know his quality already. The fullbacks I'd expect to settle. Trust me, I want to be wrong. I despise Liverpool, and then City second because of more so. Yes, they have weaknesses, but I expect Pep to show why he's Pep Guardiola. You're a cut above all the managers in the league. You're one of the GOATs. You sit at that Hall of Fame table, like you're there already. So, and they have quality as well. People acting just because they have like their defense ain't the best. Like City have quality players though. Okay, misunderstood. Like they still have Haaland over there. You still have Mamouche. You still have Cherky. You still have Rodri. You still have Reinders. You still have Oscar Bob. Like people acting like City just got scrubs. They have extremely talented players with one of the best managers of all time.
Yeah.
Arsenal will be Arsenal. I think Arteta has shown he can make a consistent. He's finished second 3 times in a row. So that's shown you what you can do, and they have a better team. And Chelsea also as well, they've recruited mixed, but I think the good players they've recruited will help. The likes of João Pedro, Liam Delap in particular. They already have a very good midfield as well, improved their attack. Defensively, they should have got better. They have very good fullback options in Cucurella and Reece James. And Chelsea will have a good run in the Champions League, unfortunately. They got the players to do so.
Yeah, listen, I think they'll definitely finish in the top 4 for me. I think top 4 is minimum for Chelsea. Yeah, I don't see any problem with them getting into that top 4 for me personally. I think Liverpool. I mean, the only thing I'll say about Liverpool actually is that if they get an injury to Van Dijk, I think they could be finished because
they definitely could.
They've got no leader at the back there apart from him. You know, you think of their centre back options. Leone's unproven. Yeah. Everyone keeps telling me that Leone's the one that dominated Lukaku when Napoli played against Parma. But again, he's unproven in this league. True. Then you've got Joe Gomez again, who's injury prone.
Very injury prone.
And will Liverpool fans be confident having him as the partnership with Konate for the rest of the season if Van Dijk gets injured? And then Konate again hasn't started off too well, even though against Arsenal he was good. So I think defense is their main thing, really.
Yeah, that's the one definitely with Van Dijk, 110%. Like if he's out for a sustained period of time, it could get peak, yes. And then that opens the door for a City, for potentially Arsenal, etc. So now I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
And to Sham's comment, hey Sham, you had United 6. That's what it was, wasn't it? That's why you said you don't want to admit it. And Sham, you was on my channel. You know the conversations we was having. You know the conversations I was having.
I'll be honest, I'll be honest, this manager ain't getting 6. So I'm not even taking that seriously.
People were telling me, Gav, all summer long, how United can finish 4th, 5th, 6th, and now I'm being negative and and all this rubbish. I bet. Yeah.
The thing is, I personally think the squad that we have is capable of getting in between 8th and 6th.
Agreed.
But the manager's a main problem.
Yes, agreed.
And this system, this formation needs to change for that to happen. You know, so
and then if we get someone competent, maybe we'll be all right. Maybe.
I agree.
Yeah, I told you, I knew it, Sham. Sham, you should know better. You heard the conversations I was having all summer long, man.
I think he's
People try
trolling
to
us,
tell
man.
me
To be
about you
fair,
can't do this or that.
yeah,
Maybe he wasn't. Nah, people believed. People genuinely believed that. Like, oh, United can fit him. I was like, based off of what?
yeah.
Right.
Nah, not under this manager. No way, man. I'm not even confident us getting past 15th. That's the honest truth, man. Because this formation's a killer, man. And this manager, as long as he keeps trying to shoehorn Bruno and Dallo into the team, listen, just strap in, man, because it's gonna be a long old season. I'll tell you that for free, man. Because
I hear
because
you.
I ain't buying that. You know what I mean?
I hear you. And to Crawley says Palace finish above United. Bias aside, I don't think that's bias. I got Palace above United. I got United 9th. So I hate you.
Palace above United, you know.
Yeah,
Bloody hell, look at that.
I got Palace above us. Yeah, I got Palace 8th. I hear it.
Yeah.
I trust me, Crawley. That is not a wild take, and I don't think that's bias whatsoever because this manager is that bad.
And that's them losing Eze as well.
Yeah, I had them a little bit higher, but then when they lost Eze, I lowered them down a little bit in regards to where I had them finishing. But yeah, I think it'll make the difference. And Crawford Canelo, I know someone mentioned it. Sorry, I forgot to see it earlier about. Yes, I am doing a watch along for it, first and foremost. Secondly, I've got Crawford. I'm just hoping they don't rub him on the scorecards.
Yeah. Do you know what? I was thinking the same thing. I think Crawford for me, yeah, I think he's generational. You know, the way that I see the likes of Floyd, Usyk and them kind of guys, yeah, and Tyson and them, I think he's another one of them. Him going up in weight against Canelo is going to be difficult, but I'm going to say Crawford. But yeah, I think if it does go to points, I think they give it to Canelo. I do think that.
Yeah, like if it's like an 8-4 or something like that, they could be like majority draw or like decision to Canelo or some nonsense like that. So he's got to make it clear cut, which last time I not doubted because I've been a fan of Crawford for years, like for yonks, like a decade. Like Crawford's been one of my favorite fighters to watch. Man will stay.
Remember the fight with Errol Spence?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get to. The last time I not doubted him is the wrong word, but the last time I was like, hey, I don't know about this. He destroyed Errol Spence because I was like, that was a 51-49 fight.
Yes,
I had 51% Crawford, 49% Errol Spence. I was like, this is gonna be close. This is gonna, and he absolutely walked through him.
He did. And the funny thing as well, he's made me think differently about Errol Spence now. Because I was a massive fan of Errol Spence, and ever since I see that, I can't look at Errol Spence the same, you know what I mean? And Errol Spence is good.
You just got to give credit to where it's due. Spence, elite fighter. You mentioned it. Spence, elite fighter. Crawford, generational. That's the difference. That's the difference. Because Spence is one of my favorite fighters to watch and has been. But again, elite, generational. Telling you. And screenshot that. Put that on the screen. You see me's comment there. Who does he support? Screenshot that. Nah, the one in front of at 8:30. You see it?
Oh yeah.
Who do you support?
I guarantee Liverpool will win the league and United will get top 4. Screenshot this. Nah, you're kidding us, man. That's not gonna happen.
Who do
United
you support?
Get top 4? Nah, I can't see that.
You know what I'm saying? You're a United fan. All right, man. You know what? Faz. Nah, it makes sense. But no, to guarantee those two things, I think is crazy. Liverpool. Hey, to me, who do you have winning the league? What's your top 4 actually? Genuinely interested to know. Because you got United, you have Liverpool not winning the league, and you got United top 4. So that means Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, or City. One of those is missing out. You have us above one of those.
I reckon he's got City, Liverpool second. Yeah, it's gonna be Chelsea third, Arsenal or something like that.
Now remember, he's United 4th. So he's got like Chelsea and Arsenal outside the top 4. Yeah, exactly.
So I reckon he takes out Chelsea.
Interesting to see.
That's crazy to be fair.
Liverpool. For some reason, I'm thinking he might take out Liverpool.
City ain't making top 4, no? Nah, no way.
City. So you got City 5th. So you got City 5th, United 4th, and then what's your top 3 then? I love stuff like this. You know what I'm saying? It's always interesting. You got Chelsea winning the league.
Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, United.
Yeah, make sure you screenshot that, man.
Yeah, I think he wants to. If I'm him, man, I'm just forgetting that and just putting it down to a little blip. Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, United. Nah, I can't see that. I can't see that. For me, City definitely are in the top 4. I know City have been poor, but yeah, City for me definitely make the top 4.
Yeah, it's mad. It's yeah. I need United back to glory, but it's not gonna happen under this manager. That's one thing, man. Under this man, once we sack him, then yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a screenshot it, me. Don't worry about it, man. I'm literally taking a shot. I'm taking a picture of it right now. One second. I'm literally taking a picture of it now, and we're gonna revisit this. Hold up. I'm literally doing it now. I got you.
Well, if that was to happen, man, serious questions we need to be asked of Pep Guardiola, boy.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, one second. I got you, me. Don't worry, man. I got you. I've screenshotted it, man.
Gamer reckons Liverpool first. What's it? Liverpool first, Arsenal second, City third, Chelsea fourth.
I hear it. Reluctant game, I hear it.
To be fair, that's more realistic, but
yes,
I don't think Arsenal finished second, man. To be fair, I think this is going to be Arteta's judgment day for me. I reckon Arteta doesn't. I reckon he finishes outside the top two for sure. Big up to Jay, man, for coming through. Big up Jay.
Big up Jay every single time. Big up everyone in the chat, yo. You lot run up the likes as well, man. Run up the likes.
Yeah.
Hit the subscribe button as well.
So Sham reckons City aren't making top four, but okay. City aren't making top four, but United are. Okay.
Yeah. Sham, I'm with you. I think it's
I'm with you as well, man. Yeah. I'm with you as well, man. I mean, there's no way I'm gonna be deluded and say United make top four and City are not in there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you see the
what did he say? I only seen the quote.
I've not even seen it.
It's about Spurs fans saying Spurs fans. He's got a lot of love for Spurs, but he knew he was going to get sacked. But Spurs fans still show him love.
Yeah, you know what? I like him, Postecoglou. To be fair, I do like him. I think he's a good manager, and the fact that he's stuck by his word, saying he always wins a trophy in his second season. Like it's one of them things where you have to respect him because I would say he knew he was going to get sacked, and I think it's showing that Tottenham have higher standards than Man United. I mean, even Nottingham Forest. Look at that, sacking Nuno as well. But yeah, listen, man. I think it's one of them things where I reckon at Nottingham Forest. I know people are saying he hasn't got the type of players that he's used to. But
I think he's going. I think it's going to be terrible for him there. Unless they've just decided, hey, you know what? As long as you keep away from relegation, we're good because them players are the complete opposite to Ange Postecoglou and what he wants to do. Look how he played on the Nuno deep line, counter attack to high pressing on the halfway line. Oh yeah,
Yeah, but the thing is, you know what? Don't you think though he might actually look at the players he's got and adapt to them and just rather than play this high line? You don't think, no?
Nah, because he didn't do that. He didn't do that at Spurs. So I don't know why he's going to do that for us.
Yeah, but I'm thinking because he's probably learned from his mistakes, he might just come there and think, right, I've got Murillo, I've got Milenkovic. They're not quick.
High line for life, man, Gav. It's high line for life. That's what it is, high line. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, man. It's high line for life. That's what it is, man. He's not changing. You're a stubborn man.
To be honest, if he
played a high line with 9 men. I'll never forget that Chelsea.
Spurs game. I remember that against Chelsea.
9 men, 9 men they had, and he still played a high line.
Oh, this guy, yeah. But I don't know, man. I think him and Marinakis could be in for some more controversial moments, man. But yeah, I like him though. I do think he's a good manager. I wouldn't have minded him at Man United, possibly to be honest with you.
Now the thing is with Ange, the reason why, again, I think he's very much like Amorim, and he's the lack of adapting. Kind of a manager who's just like, I'm just gonna play this one way regardless. Man will be playing a high line with Harry Maguire. Done. He'd be playing, you know what I'm saying? He'd be playing a high line with Harry Maguire.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. I'm telling you that right now. But
before we wrap anyway, I know you got to go, but let's discuss this Amorim. So what do you reckon? Do you reckon these 5 games he gets through it?
No, here's how I think it will go. I've discussed this before. So I think against City and Chelsea, I think the performances, and I put performances in quotation marks, are good enough despite the results where people will get hyped. So similar to the Arsenal game, where people are like, United played so well. And because City and Chelsea are better than us, even if we lose those games, let's say we lose to City 2-1, and then we lose to Chelsea 1-0, or their title contending sides, they're better than us. Look at the performances we put in. Then we play Brentford and Sunderland. 2 games I actually think we win. So I think we'll win both of those games. Performances won't be great, but we'll get the 2. And because it'll be the first time he's gone back-to-back, euphoria. People are going to be so hype, so gassed, ecstatic. Look how he's turned it around. He's finally won 2 matches in a row. We're going to kick on. And then we're going into international break, which is like a mini silly season where the optimism and hope goes through the roof and people actually forget how bad we are as an outfit, because that's what happened this summer. So we'll go into the next international break hype. United fans going to be talking about, why can't look how we performed against City and Chelsea. Look how we performed against Arsenal. We are shooting for top 4, top 5, top 6. And then our next 4 games are Liverpool away, Brighton at home, Forest away, and Spurs away.
Wait, what? That's the next 4 games after?
That's the next 4
guys.
So
he's gone, man. He's gone. He's done. He's done. Yeah. He's done. Wait.
So let me repeat that. That's Liverpool away, Brighton at home.
Wait. Let's go from the beginning. City, Chelsea.
Yes.
Okay, a bit of a respite. Well, we'll think anyway. Brentford, Sunderland.
Potential
Liverpool.
respite. Yes.
Liverpool, yeah?
Yep, Liverpool.
Then he's got after that?
Brighton at home.
Right.
And then Forest away.
Right.
And then Tottenham away. And then an international break. So I think he gets sacked after that, to answer your question. I think that's the end of the road.
Let me say this now, yeah?
Go on.
That's what? What's that? 8? Is that 8 games?
That is, that's 8 games. Wait. Yeah, it's 8 games. 8 games.
He's done. if he survives, I'm finishing streaming forever, man. That's how confident I am he's gone. My channel will be given away. You've heard it here first. If he survives that, then there's no point.
Because they are 3 of those 4 teams are teams we do horrendously against. We do terrible at Anfield more often than not. Brighton always pack us up at home, and we ain't beat Spurs in 3 years. So there you go. And Forest away is going to be tough as it is. And I think that will be the end of the road, that international break in November. I think that's it. That's it. Give me the channel.
All right, Gamer, listen, man. It might have to be that, because I'll tell you this now. If he survives those games, if he's still here, then I'm sorry, man. I don't know what's going on with his club, because the fact that he shouldn't even be here, like those next 5 games are difficult, and he's got those 3 after. Yeah. That's
you got them there.
Like,
and again, watch the October international break. Is going to be crazy, because I genuinely think we'll beat Brentford and Sunderland, and because it's 2 games back to people are going to hype it up. Look, you can't say that no more. That he's not won games back to back. He's getting a tune out of these players. Like, that's something to shout about. Like, it should take you 8 months to get back to back wins in the Premier League. Give me a break.
Yeah, trust me. But that's not an easy run, man. There's someone out there that obviously don't like Amorim, because they give him that kind of run.
It's not period. And then the international break. I think he's done out, because they're 3 teams we don't. They're probably 3 of the teams in the Premier League we have like worse records against. Like I say, Liverpool away, Brighton at home, Spurs away. They're probably 3 of the worst, and Forest away won't be easy anyway, and they'll be up for that with Ange as well. They're gonna be banged up for that game as well.
Exactly.
We can't do 3 seasons outside the top 6 and call themselves best in class. Hey, Broderick, man, it's going to look funny if they don't get this next appointment right. They have to get this next appointment right. Have to. They can't get it.
Who are you looking at next manager, though?
Areola or Glasner, to be honest. They're the 2.
Yeah.
But I'd prefer.
So you want Premier League proven?
Yes, I want from within I don't need a manager like the players. I don't need a manager coming there and getting a culture shock and having to adapt to the league and adapt to the pace and be like, whoa, I didn't expect this. And it's like, no, I need someone who's been here and worked here and had some form of success here. Ideally, I'm not going to lie, interim. You know why? Because I don't want a new manager to come here and get attached to these bad players. Because for whatever reason, managers join and get attached to bad players. Bruno, Shaw, Maguire, Dalot, Mount. Why? You've watched what they've done to all the previous managers. And you go, hey, I'm going to come here and back these lot. So ideally an interim, but if you're saying permanent, like I would just go get Rude to the end of the season, to be honest. That's what I do. I just go get
he's
Rude.
free, isn't he?
I'd just go get Rude to the end of the season. And to Lumi, top 5, all United, all-time 5 aside. Van der Sar in goal. Scholes. Ronaldo, Rooney. Someone's got to defend. Go get Yapstam. There you go. He can defend by himself.
You know what's weird now, yeah? Because I done it on my post, so
Yeah.
that was my poster one. Yeah, my team,
There's
my team was Schmeichel in goal.
Yeah.
Yapstam. I had Pogba and Rooney, Ibrahimovic.
Hey, that's cold still. I can't lie, yo. That's
cold. But I first had Cantona, yeah. But I thought I need someone that's a leader, that's physical, hold the ball up, and a good touch. So I went for Ibra. And I was debating between Scholes and Pogba. Now, the fact that Scholes obviously can keep the ball, Pogba can do that. And in five-a-side, you need someone that can isolate someone in 1v1.
Yeah, that's why I just went Rooney and Ronaldo, yo. Scholes can find him, Rooney and Ronaldo, and then Stam can just defend by himself. I'm saying, Tuesday, Rooney a workhorse too. And you got Van der Sar.
That's why I went for Rooney, because he can go up and down, aggressive, you know. I think defender for me was quite easy because I was debating between either Rio or Stam, and because obviously in my team I need someone that's good at build up.
Yeah,
but I think with Stam, because he's aggressive and he can play as well, it's a no-brainer.
Nah, hey, makes sense.
I think others are putting in Vidic. Vidic not for me, man.
Not in the five-a-side, no.
Nah, not in exactly. So not five-a-side for me, man. But yeah, guys, listen. I'm gonna let Flawless go, man, because he's got to shoot off anyway. He's got guns. What's coming up on yours?
Coming up later on. So I've been doing. Obviously, I have my weekly schedule where I have all the regular shows, but this week just been doing a crossover with all the shows. So like the United show with the Chelsea show, we've had the Arsenal show with the Manchester City show. I've had tonight is the Bayesian podcast with the Yardman show. So I got the Barbados show with the Jamaican show and the crossover with that as well. For those that are regulars on my channel, that's for those that don't know, that's the schedule on my channel. That's how it'll be. So I'll have a United show, then I've got a United City show, United Chelsea show, United etc. etc. So now it's just a crossover of all the shows this week. Yeah, on Sarcasm City TV. Hey, big up Crawley, man. Hope you lot enjoyed the show as well. But yeah, that's not till 11 p.m. UK time. We'll get sent to eat, do a couple bits, and then and then get ready for that.
Cool. Guys, listen up, man. Thanks for coming on each and every time. You know, big up to Flawless, Sarcasm City each and every time for coming through. Guys, Flawless is linked to his channel. Shams put it on the chat. It's also in the description as well. So make sure you guys, if you haven't followed Flawless, make sure you go over and sub to his channel. What are you on now, bro? For your subs?
We're approaching it's the next milestone, 16K. That's the next milestone. Okay. We're approaching 15.7, but 16K overall. So please subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Clips channel as well, people. Sarcasm City TV Clips on YouTube, where shout out to my guy Prime. He clips up some of the funniest moments and best moments from the shows, and Sarcasm City TV Gaming as well. So that's all YouTube people.
Cool. Yeah, guys. So make sure you follow him on his Clips channel as well. And as I said, his description for his in the description, the link to his channel's on there as well. So make sure you guys go over there.
Big up all of you lot, man.
Lumi's a real one, man. She's a real one. So
and you lot gonna see Gav on Sarcasm City TV soon as well. I'm gonna chat to you after there and see if you're about, and I'm gonna pattern that, get you on the channel 100%.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro, man. 100%. But guys, listen, we're gonna wrap up anyway. But as always, big up to all the mods for coming through and supporting the channel. And big up to all the newcomers as well. So it's much appreciated, you guys coming on and interacting. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning at normal time, 11:30. So make sure you guys come over as always and show your support. And as I said, bro, big up to Flawless, man, for coming on each and every time. And guys, 100%, man, we'll be trying to do another stream, whether it's on Flawless's channel or on mine. But
both. We gonna do both. I'll be back here, and you're gonna make your debut on mine. I'll tell you like that. We're gonna make that happen. So both you'll see me back on here, and definitely see you on Sarcasm City TV as well. But you lot, Gav's doing great work. Run up the likes and hit the subscribe button, man. Yeah,
appreciate it, bro. But guys, listen up. I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 11:30. As I said, big up to yourselves for coming on each and every time. And make sure your notifications are on as well, guys. But make sure you guys go over and follow Flawless as well. What time you live, bro? Is it 11:30? You said
11:30. Wait, let me double check that. I think it's 11:30
Yeah.
p.m. UK time. Give me 1 second. I'll let you lot know now.
No
Give me
worries.
1 sec, just quickly. Yeah, 11:30 p.m. UK time. I know some people here will be outside the UK time zone. So yeah, 11:30 p.m. UK time. So basically 2 hours and a half from now, people. 2 hours and 30 minutes from now.
Yeah, guys, make sure you go over there, man. 11:30. He always Flawless is always streaming late, mad times, yeah. So if you guys want to get some sleep now, man, make sure you get that in.
Facts, man.
Bro, I
Facts.
was actually watching one of your streams, yeah, and I
Yeah.
was typing something, yeah, and I swear to God, I
You
typed and fell asleep.
sleep.
And I woke up and I'm thinking, wait a minute, what's going on?
Them ones. I hear it.
I was laying down, man, just watching it, and I was typing, I just fell asleep, man. So yeah, guys, make sure you go over to Flawless, man, and give him some support as always, man. And as I said, big up to yourselves for coming on every time. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow. Take it easy. But